Lagot! Deadline pala ngayon.
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Ano nga bang kukunin ko? Ano ba talaga yung kukunin ko?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Mali na naman. Ano ba yung password ko?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Kuya Kim, ano ba talaga?
Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Welcome to Ano Ba Talaga with Kuya Kim. This podcast is brought to you by the Pod Network and Spotify. Thank you very much for joining us. Nakakailang podcast na tayo. Kung natutuwa kayo sa podcast na to, may 5 stars kayo makikita dyan sa taas. Pindutin nyo yung *5 para makita ng iba na maganda yung podcast kahit hindi masyadong maganda. Di ba? At pag nakita nyo yung bell, yung notification bell, press on that bell as well and follow us as well. This podcast, dapat matuwa kayo, dapat ma-inspire kayo, dapat pagkatapos nyo makinig ng podcast na to, merong takeaway. Yon ang goal ng Ano Ba Talaga with Kuya Kim. Ang guest natin ngayong araw na to, mga icon nito, alam nyo, bata pa lamang ako. Pinapakinggan ko na. Memorize ko ang mga kanta nila. Iconic talaga. At even now, when I listen to their songs, nandun pa rin ang kilabot, ang pagkamangha whenever I listen to their songs, because their songs are a part of me growing up and they're still a part of me now. Eto na po, what an honor to have them today dito sa Ano Ba Talaga with Kuya Kim. Walang iba kundi The Don.
Hello!
Alright.
Hello!
Guys, thank you ha.
Thank you for having us, Kim.
No,
Thank you.
the honor is mine. Alam nyo, si Jed kasi matagal ko ng kaibigan. Sa showbiz nga, when I started in showbiz, ang sinasabi sa akin palagi, kamukha mo si Jed Pangan.
Ngayon naman ako yung proud pag sinasabi nilang kamukha kita. Oh.
Actually, we played on that energy. One time sa Showtime, it was my birthday.
Yes.
Ginest ka.
Yes.
Tapos ano ba kinanta natin? I know we sang together dahil kamukha mo raw ako eh.
Salamat ba? Or?
I think we sang Salamat
Something,
together.
oo.
Oo. But I was always known as kamukha ni Jet Pangan. And what an honor.
Kambal kayo
The
eh.
owner is mine.
Yeah. No, but I know Jet kasi from separately. And then si JB naman nakikita ko sa Malate noong unang panahon, party boy sa Malate yan. And I remember bro, the girl that I liked then, barkada mo.
Oh my God, I didn't know
Si
that.
Tricia Chongbian.
Ah, yes.
Oh, si Tricia.
We got close, yes,
I
yes,
know.
yes.
Ikaw ang pag gumigimik si Tricia nun, kasama ni JB eh.
We were always together, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I know. And then, our party nights in Malate, matindi yung party nights natin. Pag-usapan natin mamaya. Pero sa dadaan muna tayo.
Hindi, pag-usapan na natin.
Party na.
Bihira ko kayo makitang sabay-sabay eh. I normally just get in touch with you or JB sometimes then, back in the 90s. But to have the Dawn, all 5 of you together, what an honor. Yung energy matindi. What's the Dawn up to nowadays?
Well, yesterday we just had a pictorial for a new batch of photos, and currently we are writing a new song. It's a collab work, no? So abangan nyo yun. And basically gigs. We've been blessed na busy kami sa mga gigs, busier than we've ever been. So yeah, things are looking up. And then next year, 2026, we're celebrating our 40th anniversary. So yun, parang all roads lead to that. So hopefully it will be a fun show with fans, old and new alike. So yeah, basically still doing the band thing.
Bakit napakaraming gimmick ng The Dawn ngayon? In this digital age, and you've been in the industry for so long already, bakit napaka-relevant pa rin ang The Dawn ngayon?
Well, a big chunk of that I would say is because of our management.
Yeah.
Si James Duran. and
Hello,
Carla.
James, Carla.
James Duran.
Thank you,
Is
James
there
and
behind
Carla.
the camera.
Yan.
So sila talaga yung naging purveyors, no? For the Dawn to be on the boat, kumbaga, with this new thing called social media, even TikTok.
Di ba ako?
Well, may sinabi ka ba, Francis? May sinabi ka?
Wala.
Bim, bakit mo nasabi na di ba ako? Bakit?
Nandiyan ka pa.
Yesterday.
Oh,
Yesterday.
Bakit? Panindigan mo yan. Bakit?
Wag. Hindi to ibang huli ka. Ibang podcast yun eh.
Guard. Ayun. So yeah, it's really them. And nung una, syempre, I mean, okay, we're how do you say this? We've been around. No? We're a senior band. And so, sa simula, nung syempre namamayagpag na yung social media and all that, we were resistive to the idea of kailangan mong mag-TikTok, kailangan mag-YouTube, you know. Of course, we will do it parang obligatory na kailangan meron kang, you know, to keep your presence. But to really be active on it, as much as we can in our capacity, you know, we owe it to them. Kasi sila talaga yung nag-push sa amin, si James and Carla, to, you know, be there. No? Kasi yun na yung generation ngayon eh. And even our generation, sinasabi natin na hindi, wala sa atin yung internet, di ba? We're old school. But now we find ourselves always on our phones.
Of course. Yeah.
Devices, you know, at the very least to see what's up, di ba? So, yeah.
Ako ang feeling ko kasi, Jet, the reason why you're still relevant now, because you guys have iconic songs eh. And an iconic song, whether you like it or not, is an iconic song. And unlike before, that we'd have to buy our songs. We'd have to buy our cassettes, buy our CDs, etc. Now, a good song is just a click away on Spotify. Yes, pag narinig yung salamat, pag narinig yung mga kanta nyo, uy, ano yun? And then they get to research about the Don, and then they realize that the whole of songs are all nice, are all iconic. The same thing happened with Eraserheads. Di ba yung concert nila, nag-boom sobra, and then now, iconic na naman. Because an icon is an icon, and the Don, you guys are icons eh. Aside from the fact na matatanda na kayong lahat.
Thank you.
Matatanda na tayong lahat.
Si Junboy ba kausap mo? But yeah, that's true. But the Dawn, you know, it takes a lot of work to stay where we are, you know, in the game, kumbaga. Because really, at the heart of it, I don't know if I'm speaking for everyone. I think I am. At our very core, we're musicians, eh.
Of course.
You know, we like to make music without much, how would you say, concern about how the public will accept it. Ganon kaming klaseng mga musikero. But we also have now an ear to the ground more than ever na, you know, we can make good music that we know can reach to as many
Meron ba mga
people
bagong
as possible.
kanta doon?
Yes, we do.
Like what?
Currently, umiere ngayon yung San Ka Pupunta. It's our current single under Sony Music. And previous to that, we released Missing Hearts, which is very new wave-ish. You know? It's a nod to
the old
to the sound.
Panahon natin.
Yes.
Di ba?
Kinalakihan natin.
Doon, bro, nagte-trench coat tayo sa Corinthian Plaza, Corinthian Gardens. Init-init doon, naka-trench coat tayo.
Sa kasagsagan ng summer. Diba?
Kasagsagan ng summer.
Tagaktakang pawis, naka-trench coat.
Oo, naka-trench coat. Kasi
hindi ka gumagalaw. Akala nila new wave ka kasi hindi ka gumagalaw. Hindi ka gumagalaw kasi ayaw pawisan.
Mainit.
Pero sayo na yun. Tapos naalala ko si Carl, bro, si Teddy, naka-eyeliner eh.
Oh, yes.
Usong eyeliner nun dahil ang dating nun, new wave eh. Dapat naka-eyeliner.
Ghost eyeliner nun.
We all had to follow that.
Eyeliner.
Yeah.
Anong brand?
Si Jet nun, may bangs. May bangs si Jet, yung kalahating mukha. Yun ang usong buhok nun eh. Hindi
Yes.
pwede mag-bangs, di naabot eh.
Hindi na, malabo na mata ko eh. Wala na akong makikita pag tinakpan pa yung isa. So, yeah, those were the days. And you mentioned Malate. Ang lakas ng eksena ng 80s noon. That area.
Naman.
You used to live in the area, di ba?
I still live in Malate up to now. I live in Vasquez Street. Yeah.
So,
and for a long time, I lived in Sikia.
Sikia.
Doon, Sikia Apartments, which was the party central. Of,
Yes.
So that whole stretch, if you're talking Ross Boulevard, di ba, from Carriedo, nandun ang Met. Nag-concert na kami doon. Coconut Palace, you know. That area of yours, Malate. Ang lakas ng eksena doon eh. That area.
I remember one of your first concerts was in Harrison Plaza, bro. Nag-concert kay sa Harrison Plaza na doon.
Yes.
Dahil ang nanay mo was one of the pioneers in Harrison Plaza. Ang nanay po ni Jet Pangan, si Aling Ochi Pangan, meron po silang
record bar.
music store.
Record bars. Sound off.
Oh, sound off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pagpapanik kayo sa mga boomers po na nakikinig, no? Pagpapanik kayo ng escalator, pagkaliwa nyo, dun sa bandang kaliwa, sa kantong kaliwa, merong record store dun.
Yeah.
Sa inyo yun. Actually, I saw you one time, I was talking to your mom. Mabait ang nanay mo, bro. Kasi she would entertain me all the time, eh. I was collecting cassettes. yung mga anthology, The Best of the Beatles, The Best of Led Zeppelin, The White Album, mga cassette yan, no? Mami mo mag-guide sa akin. I think one time I saw you there, sabi ko, si Dadon yun ah. Kasi hindi ko kakilala nun eh.
Probably I came from either rehearsal or school.
I live nearby. I live very
Yung
near.
tuwabay sa bahay mo, JB.
Yeah.
Nakita ko si Jet, sabi ko, si Dadon yan ah. Tumawa yung mami mo. Anak ko yan. Anak ko si Dadon, sabi ko. Ang tindi. Yeah, yun ang experience ko sa mami mo, bro.
Yeah. Kasi nga, yung rehearsal studio, like JB said, is, walkable from Harrison Plaza. And I also studied LaSalle Taft. So either galing akong eskwela or I came from rehearsal or going to rehearsal. So lagi akong dumadaan doon to say hi to my mom, see how she's doing and all that. No?
But your record store was iconic.
So I have a story.
Yes, JB.
Much like yours. When Jet introduced me to his mom. Baliktad lang ngayon. So I told Jet, kilala ko nanay mo. I go to your store. All my albums galing sa tindahan nyo. I didn't know may connect pala sila. I didn't know. So Jet brought Tito Ochi in the house. Malayo pala, oh my God, that's your mom. Kilala ko yun.
Nakakatuwa dahil very unassuming si Aling Ochi eh. Hindi niya sinasabi na anak ko si Dodon eh. Very colorful pala buhay ni Aling Ochi. Ano?
Yeah, pero in her heart, she's a musician. Sorry, not a musician. She's a music lover. And in a sense, musician na rin because she loved to sing. Ang hilig niya, mga Shirley Bassey, na ganun. Motown. Because my uncle, the late Vic Jose, I don't know if you know him.
Politiko yan, di ba?
No, he was a record executive for Vicor Black Gold noong araw. So maraming mga releases noon, 'di ba, na local Black Gold Vicor. So kasagsagan ng Motown 'yun eh. So yeah, she was very much into that. And then until Harrison Plaza binuksan nila. So yun na. So she had to appreciate varied genres, no, like rock and pop and all that.
And by the way, the Jackson 5 has been to their house.
Wow.
Talaga?
Talaga?
Yes.
5 pa sila nun, ha?
5 pa sila.
5 pa sila.
5 pa sila.
At si Michael Jackson, iba pa yung tsura nun.
Yes, he was Michael.
Sorry.
Iba yung tsura niya. Oh.
Sorry.
Before
Teka muna, paano nakapunta yung Jackson 5 sa bahay mo? Paano?
Well, because of my uncle again. Pupunta sila, to the Philippines to do a concert, but since they're signed up, to the label. So, pinapa-courtesy call niya sa bahay. So, the Jackson 5 has been to our house, the Commodores.
May pictures ka?
I have very few surviving pictures of Michael and my mom.
Even the Commodores?
Commodores. Hindi pa nag-solo si Lionel Richie noon. Commodores, and then, sino pa ba? I met various artists like Captain and Tenil. Nakilala ko yung bata pa ako. Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler.
So, Paul Anka, I think, went to the house, if I'm not mistaken. Sa local naman, we had Hagibis come to the house. Naka-costume talaga.
Oh.
And Bert Marcelo, I remember.
Si
and
Bertawa Marcelo, yeah.
si Pabs Dadivas.
Pabs Dadivas.
Pops Dadivas.
Long hair. Tapos may mga mga sipit sa ulo.
Bakit may sipit sa ulo?
Yun yung look niya eh.
Dahil siya si Kidlat eh.
Yes.
Si Kailan. Kaibigan yung lahat.
Parang...
Kilala ko The Don, of course, no? Dahil
Yeah.
sa akin nga, icon kayo eh. Pero paano ba nagsimula ang The Don? Yan. Anong history ng The Don? O JB, paano?
JB can
Okay,
do it.
try to keep it short.
Oh, you can make it long, okay lang.
I live in a compound. That's where we rehearse.
Sa Malate.
So, near LaSalle, near Saints Co. So, there are several houses. My first cousins are there. One of my first cousins next door was taking voice lessons in women's PWU.
Ang music ng PWU was one of the best.
Because that's where Teddy Diaz was studying guitar, classical
Yes, of
guitar.
course, yeah.
So he saw my cousin, may green streak dito in her hair. Back then, that was a big statement already. May green.
Yeah. Medyo
Medyo
punk.
my cousin, hey, do you want to join my band? Do you want to be the singer in my band? My cousin's a very successful choreographer, Marisa Boitis. I don't know if anybody into dance here.
Marisa Boitis was my jazz teacher in Fabella Elejar Dance Studio.
There you go. So you know her.
Yeah, si Maray.
Correct.
Oo naman. Kilala ko si Maray.
We live in the same compound. In Taft.
Ako naman ha. Kamusta si Maray?
Well,
asawa na ba?
she built a new house now. Yung antique house niya dati, giniba niya. Gumawa siya ng bagong bahay ngayon.
Now I remember your compound. We used to party in your compound. Maray would invite
Party?
us.
So you've been there.
Tito Eddie Elejar
Yeah.
Tito Tony Fabella. They also live in Malate. These were the ballet teachers. And si Maray was the jazz teacher.
So that's the girl that Teddy met, Marisa Aboitis.
Maray.
Yes, Maray. Yes. Marisa told Ted's, Teddy, long hair pa nun, di ba? I'm sorry, I'm not into that kind of music, but you have to talk to my cousin next door. So they gave my number to Ted's. Then Marisa gave Teddy's number to me. I don't remember now who called who. We linked up. I went to Teddy's house, and that was it. So kami muna ni Ted's. The guy playing bass was his brother, si Carl. Then tatlo lang kami. Plano ni Ted siya kakanta eh. Gusto niya trio lang, parang rush, power trio. So we rehearsed twice or ito pa, nice story in Teddy's house. I've been to a lot of jams in the 80s, and jams in the 80s are wild, pretty wild. Alak, everything, lahat na lang gusto mo, lahat ng... When I got there, okay, he gave me a music sheet. Everything was written down. We're playing
classical
this.
music student.
Envelope ideas na yun. We're playing this. We had a song, well, it was called Ice Cream Sunday before. It's now Dreams. He gave me music sheets. Buti lang, I had piano lessons when I was a kid.
So nabasa mo naman?
I could survive the music charts. It's basic music charts. You're just counting bars, 4/4 time signature. And he was kind of impressed. Hey, you're pretty good. In one pass, nabuo namin yung mga katang he prepared the music sheet for. We rehearsed twice there. Then sabi ko, hey Ted, I have a bigger place in Taffy. Why don't you check it out? He saw my drum set. Ang laki ng massive drum set. Okay, from now on, we're rehearsing here.
Yun ang naging nerve center.
Then we got a manager, Martin Galan. Is kind of related to Ted's by affinity. Then he brought us to Malate bars. Malate bars. Ted with Teddy singing. After a few gigs, Ted, you can't sing, man. You have to look for. You have to look for a singer. Pero actually, though he sings, we never perform a song the same twice. Whenever we perform Envelope, iba siya the next time. Uy, parang nag-iba. Kasi ibang key, ibang ano. But he would, parang si...
Brown envelope na.
Manila envelope.
He has a way of singing.
Parang Sisters of Mercy, di ba?
Oh, yes. How do you know that? That's what we sang. Correct.
I actually have a
Parang
cassette.
Novena, ganun?
I have a cassette of...
Parang ganun.
I have a cassette of Teddy. Pinakinig sa akin. He was singing Living Seed. Narinig kong
Ano yung
kumanta si
Living
Ted.
Seed?
It's one of our cuts.
Heavy songs.
Okay.
Tapos gano'n yun. Very droll.
Yeah.
Sisters of Mercy.
So we started looking for a female singer pa dapat.
Okay.
Babae. So, kaya na, uso back then, dapat yung singer nyo, babae. I don't know.
Dapat medyo magandang babae.
Oo.
Dapat maganda.
And
Yung
then,
panahon na yun.
this guy came along.
Hindi naman babae yan.
May
maganda
kasama
lang.
siyang babae.
May kasama.
He was kind of coaching. Ewan ko, he had other plans yata.
Iba kina-coach siya.
Yung pala gimmick mo dati dyan.
Hindi, actually, hindi ko siya kasama. I saw her there. Ang kasama ko, si brother ni Clay Luna, yung bahisa na nila at the time. Si Jojo kasi. Kaklase ko sa college. So I saw the girl there. And kinausap ko. Diba? And sabi niya na medyo, if I remember right, yun, tama si Jay. I don't know why, but I started, motivating her.
Yeah.
So,
See, I never knew that.
Minentor mo.
hindi naman.
Akala ko
Sino
kasama
babae
niya.
yun? Pakalanan natin.
I don't know.
Hindi mo
I would love to know who she was, but
Kung nanonood ka ngayon, ito po yung
We'd love to know your name.
Diyan yung number.
Oh, and tuloy mo. Okay.
So, okay,
You need a singer.
the process of looking for a female singer went on for, I don't know, months? Went on forever. All the female singers back then, ang hina ng boses, but we're a loud band. We're really loud. So, when he got into the mic, all the gear was beside me. It's just home amps, we didn't have professional gear. When Jet started singing, while playing a song, I had to lower everything down. Sa lakas nung projection ng voice niya. That impressed us a lot.
Yun.
Yes. And from then on,
So may drummer na kayo, meron kayong guitar, tas merong singer. O yung ibang mga members ng band naman.
after Carl, it was Clay Luna, the classmate of Ted's in women's, also taking music. But Clay didn't last. After our first major gig in Lights and Sound, where we got our
Alam mo yung Light
record
and
deal.
Sound?
Of course, Light and Sound. Light and naman.
So, 80s.
Green belt, isa pa lang ang green belt nun.
Isa pa lang.
Isa pa lang.
Green Belt 1, the only one.
Walang one kasi green belt.
Pero
Nakakatakot sumiar dun sa green belt na yun. Maraming mga harasser dun. Di ba maraming nag-aabang dun, nakatingin sa'yo palagi.
Hindi ko alam yan.
I didn't know that.
Oh, ay naku. Oh, anyway, back to your
So Clay left for the
Okay.
States. That's where Kaloy's Balsals came in.
Okay, Kaloy yung mistiso.
Yes, the
Akala ko
Mestizo.
Amerikano siya dati.
Mestizo talaga. Spanish talaga yun.
So, officially, we became a four-piece 86.
1986.
1986.
This was the time of EDSA. Very turbulent.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yung nangyari yung EDSA 1, ano nangyari sa doon? Were you on stage in EDSA?
We did EDSA.
We did EDSA.
You went
Performed.
EDSA,
So that's our
Yeah.
biggest crowd back then. Yun yung massive crowd.
What song was number 1 in EDSA when you were playing?
Envelope na nakit ka agad. Envelope hit like wow. Like the skyrocket. It's wow. Parang unreal.
For Morali, naging mosh pit na.
Oo naman. Imagine the dawn.
Pagtugtugan na, yeah. Oo.
And then, of course, there are other members. No, I remember Francis. Francis, I thought nga you were one of the original ones because sa mga album ng Dodon, nandun ka palagi. Mahaba pang buhok mo nun.
May buhok pa ako.
Maliit pa siya nun.
Because some things will never change. Because after si Teddy passed, they got si Atsushi. He's a Japanese guy, Japanese guitar player. Pero one album, well, two albums. One studio album, tas one live album. Tas nung pumalit ako sa kanya, recorded 3 albums after that. Tas may mga compilation pa. So, yeah, that explains why my face is probably more familiar
Original,
to you.
yeah.
Because like the first Dawn album, you can see Teddy's face. The second album, yung Level Set of Streets, this drawing, then you have to look out the back for the picture, and then medyo artsy yung picture. So, yeah.
And then si Sancho naman, what year did you start in the Dodon?
I joined 2014. Yeah.
2014.
2014.
That's 11 years ago. Parang
11
recent
years.
lang yan. Pero,
Yes.
but the latest member is you. No?
Yes. So,
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Probationary si Pio.
Yeah. We'll see.
So after 6 months, papayar namin, hire na lang namin ulit.
uy, di ba 5 months lang?
Lagi probation.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Iba kasi ngayon Ang Gen Z ngayon, iba. Ano?
Kami yun.
Boomer na tayo. No, cusp tayo ng boomer at saka Gen X So, ang value system natin medyo boomer kasi Pinoy tayo
Yeah.
Pero Gen X tayo.
Yeah.
Gen X.
Yeah.
So, how do you find catering to the Gen Z? Iba sila
Oh, it's actually surprising because we've played gigs and then there'd be really young kids there.
Who memorize your songs, right?
And they're singing along, and then
Singing
of course, yung dala sa kanila doon probably their parents, mga tito, even mga lolo-lola nila or whatever. So parang natangay lang yung mga bata, napilitan lang yung mga
Bit.
But when we're watching them, they're smiling and they are singing. These super young kids, parang, okay. And then they'd say, because my parents listen to you, ganyan. And we like your songs, ganyan. So, as far as the old stuff is concerned, tumatawid sa mga bata talaga.
And then the lovely thing about the Gen Zs is they have no judgment on music.
Yeah.
So I've seen it many times. Say as a singer, you see everything, right? And you'd have these kids. So while performing, there will be some doubt na tangkapin ba kami nito, ng mga batang to, and then you could see in their eyes, that they're taking it all in kahit hindi nila alam yung kanta. That's how open they are to music. Kaya music is in a great place now, especially with bands of their ilk, 'di ba? Because kahit alam mong bago yung kanta mo at hindi ka pa naririnig, there will be openness among them.
Kasi pag maganda, maganda
Yes, ganun sila.
I also think in terms of music taste, nagre-resonate sa Gen Z yung aesthetics ng 80s music. So, I mean, DNA naman ng The Don yung 80s. So parang nagla-latch on sila dun sa that 80s sound.
Nag-guest kayo sa The Cool Pals, di ba?
Yes.
How was that? Kamusta?
It was magical.
Bastos ba?
Hindi, parang mga barkada lang na nagiinuman sa kanto. Ganon. Very Pinoy, very light, really. To be honest, nung unang binanggit sa amin ni James na mag-guest kami sa Cool Pass, because we've seen episodes eh. So, medyo talagang unfiltered, no? So sabi ko, bagay ba tayo dyan? And then, only when you experience it, do you realize, you get it right away. Pucha, ito yung mundo nila. And it's a fun place to be in. You know? In a sense, nakakabata rin eh. Kasi parang mga, di ba? Yun, like I said, parang
bumabalik
nasa
tayo
kanto
sa
lang kayo.
1980s, 1970s.
Yeah.
Kahit ano pwedeng joke. Kahit joke ng ngongo. Pwede.
Correct, dati pwede kahit anong joke.
Kahit anong joke.
Yes, nobody gets offended.
Walang sexist. Joke tungkol sa babae, sa bakla, sa lalaki. Pwede lahat. Ngayon kasi pag nagkamali ka ng joke, cancel ka eh. Doon sa Cool Pals, walang cancel doon. Matapang lahat eh.
Yeah.
And they make fun of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay naman. Hindi kayo na culture shock. Okay naman. Hindi naman kayo ginawa ng joke.
I think in private we're kind of like that anyway. Like everybody else. Yung minsan may mga big crack jokes na bastos, especially at Bim's expense.
Yes,
pero yung nakakatakot nga is wait. In private, it's okay. Pero this is in public eh. With people, you don't really notice. They push the...
tightrope nun eh.
Yeah.
And the scary thing about the internet is things can be taken out of context.
Yeah.
One
Easily.
sentence pwede maging meme yun eh.
Yeah.
Yari ko doon.
Just have to isolate, take it out of context. Ay, offensive to. But wait, the context is this. They don't care about the context.
Papaliwanag ka pa sa barangay. Mahirap.
Yeah.
And the great thing about them is, you know, on a superficial level, kala mo nag-aasaran lang, di ba? Nagmumurahan or whatever, nagjo-joke. But really, well, as far as we're concerned, they really did their research.
Oh, yeah. They did massive
Ang gaganda ng mga tanong nila, it was really, they were really hitting the nail on the head. In as far as the Don is concerned. So, they're not just a bunch of guys na, you know, making fun of things. Talagang magaling yung team nila at sila mismo. You know, they really basically did their homework.
They're smart people.
Yeah.
Kasi they're writers eh.
Yeah.
Si GB's a writer. Lahat sila marurunong yan eh. Wala man tayong time machine, ang memories naman natin ang pinakamabilis na paraan para makabalik sa nakaraan. Alam niyo ba na ang memory ay galing sa Latin word na memor? Ibig sabihin ay to remember something that has passed. Diyan din galing ang salitang memorare o yung mga remembrances ng mga nakaraan natin. Mahalaga talaga ang pag-preserve ng memory. Kung gusto nyo ma-enhance ang memory nyo, ma-improve ang focus, mabawasan ang stress at maiwasan ang pagiging makakalimutin, try Memo Plus Gold. Trusted na ito for almost 20 years. Meron tong Bacopa Monnieri herb na proven safe and effective to enhance brain function. Clinically tested din ito sa CDRI ng India at BSI sa Australia. Available ang Memo Plus Gold sa Mercury Drug, Watsons at lahat ng leading drugstores nationwide, pati Shopee at Lazada. Tandaan, para hindi makalimot, Memo Plus Gold. What was the biggest challenge that the Don ever experienced as a band? Hindi ba kayo nag-disband? Tapos, anong...
Well, the first really was when Teddy died.
Yes.
Of course,
Say
yeah.
that.
That was already a big question mark on everybody's heads at the time.
And the question was?
Do we go on?
We go on. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a tough question to answer kasi packet pa lang kami nun eh. You know? We were just 2 albums in and that was a time that the Don was getting known really everywhere in the country. And then that happened. You know, he was unfortunately, you know, his life was taken away.
Murdered.
So, di ba? Parang, wow, it's like hitting a brick wall. Di ba? But then, ang hirap din, your judgment is clouded because you have a bandmate and, you know, ultimately a friend who's gone. So, divided yung utak mo eh. Gusto mo isipin yung future ng banda. Gusto mo rin isipin na maybe this is a time to just forget about everything else and you know, bury a friend. No? So that was a tough thing to be happening in your mind and in your heart. But yeah, as history would have it, tinuloy namin. You know. So
Did they ever find justice? si Teddy.
I hope
the
so.
guy.
They
Yeah.
found him.
Nakulong yun.
Siguro hindi alam ng viewers natin eh. We can talk about Teddy for a while. If it's okay, no? I remember that he visited a friend at
He killed his aunt that afternoon, di ba? The story.
Yeah, that's the
He
story.
went to that neighborhood to hide. Nakilala niya yung mga tambay, inuman sila. Late in the evening or the day, wala nang alak, wala nang ano, wala silang pera. Tinawag niya he just met that guy. Isama mo ako. Wala, he planned to rob someone.
to rob him. Oh.
Teddy was walking, long hair, kala niya yata babae. Hinold up niya. Teddy gave the wallet na, inaawat na siya ng isa. He still killed Ted's.
Grabe. That was big news then.
He was caught a week later kasi hindi sa taga ron eh. So the neighborhood spat him out. He was jail. I think he died in jail, I think.
There's a show before yung sa Rock and Philippines kay Gang.
Gang Badoy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, she at one point would bring bands sa Bilibid. And we did that. Nagtumuto kami sa Bilibid. There was this guy na sinabi talaga sa akin. Sinabi sa akin. Yung there's an inmate there who did say, sir, alam mo, yung pumatay kay Teddy Diaz. Oh, dito sa loob tinumba. So, yeah.
It could be just jargon. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely, I think justice was done because, he was brought to jail.
Divine justice. And then
so,
whatever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Para sa mga viewers natin, para sa mga listeners natin, si Teddy Diaz po comes from a showbiz family.
Yeah.
Ang tatay niya was tuko sa Madre Cacao.
Vic
Yes.
Diaz.
Vic Diaz.
Yes.
Si Vic Diaz po was one of the best character actors in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s.
That is correct.
Teddy, and then he was famous for tuko sa Madre Cacao.
Yeah.
At saka yung, basta mga horror.
And
kontrabida
he's
si Vic
one of the
Diaz,
favorite villains of
Fernando
FPJ.
po. Fernando po.
He plays a Japanese officer lagi sa yung
Lagi.
hapon lagi.
Stereotype siya dun eh.
Lagi sa hapon.
Japanese Penal Army. Si Vic Diaz ang ano.
Sa lagi yung hapon.
But aside from that, he's also an Atenean and he's a thespian. He's a well-known theater actor in the Ateneo Glee Club.
Yeah.
He was a singer in the Ateneo Glee Club. And then I met Teddy and Carl Diaz kasi with Father Reuter. Before the dawn, you guys were still we were all in high school. Nagkaroon ng play. Ang pangalan, The Bridge. This was directed by Father Reuter. And then si Teddy and Carl were brought there by their mom. Metropolitan Theater. We're brought there for training. So I met the brothers. And then the dawn happened, and then all these things happened. No? But that's how we know them. Yeah.
So you have more connection to the Don than anyone else.
Bro, I see you as friends more than anything. Parang you're part of my part of my
6
childhood.
degrees to Kim. Yeah.
To the parents even. Yeah. But whenever I post anything now, kunyari nakakuha ko ng award, ang background music ko palagi, salamat eh. Salamat. Ganun ka-iconic ang salamat eh. If you look at my Instagram, mga 3 posts ago, I think I competed in High Rocks eh. To thank my partner, to thank all my sponsors. Ang music ko, salamat eh. That's how iconic. Salamat is as iconic as happy birthday to you, to me.
Singilin ka na namin.
Based on sa singilan, di ba kayo nakakuha ng mga royalties?
Happy birthday na lang.
Stricto ba kayo sa paggamit ng kanta nyo? Because iconic ang songs nyo eh. Eh di ba marami bang nakakalusot? Do you get royalty from
Well, for sure, meron.
But you get royalty, no? Whenever your songs are played.
Well, there's no tapos.
Yeah, during our time, royalty was very small.
Yeah, meron naman, but you know, it needs further policing. Yun lang.
Yes.
You know,
check namin yung post mo.
it needs further.
Nasisingilin niyo ako. Wala bang politiko na gumamit, ginawang campaign jingle yung song nyo?
Probably.
Yeah, I think.
You know,
Reported yet.
Yeah.
None reported yet.
Not reported. I'm sure meron without.
Merong mag-PM sa akin na, uy, dito ako sa ganitong probinsya, tapos may video nila, then tumutrompa yung salamat sa motorcade. Ganun. So, yeah. So, we're just hoping against hope na, di ba, napopolisan ng record labels. You know. But, yeah, we're looking into it na eventually, you know, the publishing and everything, you know, will be rightfully...
Yeah.
Will revert to the songwriters. So,
What is the Don's favorite song?
iba-iba kami.
Yeah.
Iba-iba. Ikaw muna.
off the top of my head is I Saw You Coming In. It's from the Prodigal Son album.
Uy.
So, yeah.
It's about orange.
Orange. Uy, pag-usapan natin. Mamaya, pagkatapos itong topic na to, pag-usapan natin yung orange na yan. Meron akong
Sa
kwento
yun,
dyan.
sa yun.
JB Leonor. Nako. Okay, anyway.
Yun, that's it. I've
Yeah.
more than one. Okay. I like Susie from the first album.
Susie, yeah.
And currently I like Earth, yung one of our recent singles, Earth, yung pamagat.
Environmental ba yan? Kaya Earth ang title?
In a way, yes, but it talks about, the abuses of being human.
Or fallen Totoo yan.
Parang ganon. No? So,
Si Bim, ikaw naman, what's your favorite song? Being the latest
ato,
the newest
all this
member of-
time ni Tiffany.
Macarena.
Ako gusto ko yung I Stand With You.
I Stand With You.
That's my favorite.
Bakit?
Well, kasi nung piniplay, Francis was a DJ back then sa NU107. So naririnig ko madalas yun. And I fell in love with the song, which JB wrote. He's the one who wrote
Words
it.
and music.
Words and music.
JB
Galing.
Leonor.
JB, you're multi-talented, no?
That's the favorite song of Teddy. Stand With You.
Pareho kami ni Ted. So that's, yeah.
Francis.
Before I joined the Dawn, I was in After Image. So,
Wensi.
with Wensi, yeah.
Juan si Corneo, my classmate in college. Anak ni Mel Chanco.
Yes. I remember first going to their house. Fans yata ni Mel Chanco tumakot entran.
Hindi mo doon nakatira si Mel Chanco. Tapos ni Mel Chanco yun
She went down the stairs, naka-duster. Si Mel Chanco yan. Tapos, sabi ko kay Wensi,
Is that your mom? Oh my God.
oh. It's like, okay. Anyway, so, we had,
Wensi.
we had the cassette of yung the second Dawn album, and yung I Stand With You, kami ni Roji, the drummer, and yung Love Will Set Us Free. Ulitin natin. We would keep repeating those two songs over and over again. So yeah, I Stand With You, Love Will Set Us Free. Yung the song tulad ng dati, I really loved that song when it's in the set list. Uy, saya, get to play that. Actually, there's quite a lot which makes playing live enjoyable. Hindi yung mapipilitan ka tumugtog because it's an obligation.
Dahil gusto mo yung kanta.
Yeah, but for the most part, I think we've, the band throughout its history has written good songs naman. So
Sancho.
Ako I Stand With You, ultimate.
Gaya.
Kasi
Bakit I Stand With You?
Inventive yung gamit ni Teddy Diaz nung this guitar effect called digital delay sa solo niya.
Ito yung echo.
Yeah, it's an echo. And then, ang galing din nung shift nung from 3/4 to 4/4, back to 3/4, back to 4/4.
Ganon kagaling si Teddy
But yung rhythm changes, that's
JB.
JB. Pero yung guitar solo, wow. Sabi
I
ko.
made the song try to impress Ted's. I was really trying to impress him. Ted,
Okay.
gusto mo to.
Congrats! Sumakot
Kasi, si JB kasi,
Yung pala,
hindi lagi nakakalam. DJ din si JB. DJ ka din.
No, I didn't dabble with that. My brother is a DJ. Tried. Parang hobby niya.
But I would see you in Orange. Minsan DJ ka doon
I never tried. Of course, we can do that. You just have to sync the beat.
Actually, may DJ sa kanan, tatayo ka lang sa DJ's booth. Kunyari DJ
kunyari
Trip lang
DJ ka
yun.
na.
Anyway, JB ko naman. What's your favorite song?
Well, it's hard to, for me, it's hard to pick favorites. Like, we just had a show in 70s. We played all our unplayed music. And of course, the unplayed music means they're all heavy. And I loved that whole set list. Enjoy. Which, since it's all heavy, it's very tiring. During rehearsal, third song, palang pagod na pagod. You did Iron Man already? Iron Man ka?
Yeah, I did Iron Man.
Because I used to climb mountains a lot. I learned how to take this power gel. So for that gig,
Nutrition.
power ako, one whole bar. And I survived the whole night easy.
That's important. Oh, very
Yes. But without it, rehearsals, I was panting. Pagod. Pati sila.
Yeah.
Lahat. So that set list, all the unplayed
Mga deep
songs,
cuts.
all the heavy songs were there. I like them all. So mahirap mamili lang. But all the songs they mentioned, favorite ko rin yun. Parang lahat favorite ko yun.
Anong pinakasikat na The Dawn song of all time?
Salamat.
Oo. As I said, next to Happy Birthday yun sa akin. Yeah. Pero speaking of Orange, kanina nabanggit natin Orange po was a bar in Makati Avenue.
Yes.
Ano yan? This was in the 90s and early 2000s.
2000.
Ang gimmickan nun was Malate.
Malate first.
We'd load up first in Malate.
Insomnia muna, Insomnia.
Muna ng Penguin, kung medyo
Penguin,
artist ka,
yes,
punta ka ng Blue
yes,
Cafe, kung
yes.
medyo LGBTQ ka. Then sa gilid ng Blue Cafe, nandun yung Insomnia.
Yes.
Insomnia action would start mga 11. Yan, 11. And then you load up in Insomnia. Pagdating ng mga 2 o'clock, 2:30 ng umaga, tuloy ka sa Abigis.
Yes, Abigis. Correct.
Pagdating mo sa Abigis, party-party ka pa ron, magsa-sunrise na eh. Lumiliwanag na yung
Lava
horizon.
Lounge.
Lava Lounge. Punta ka sa Orange. Tapos sa Orange, ang tindi ng party scene doon sa Orange, no?
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Yes.
Buti na lang, wala pang camera nun.
Wala.
Kayari tayo nun.
Wala pa smartphone, mabuti
Wala
na
pang
lang.
smartphone. May kwento ko sa Orange, guys eh. If you'd allow me, kinasal ako noong 2002. So 2001, dinner ko yung ninang ko. My ninang was Katrina Legarda. She was Attorney Katrina. She was she had a TV show sa Channel 2.
Yes.
Anyway, sabi niya, Kim, let's have dinner. Sabi ko, can you be my ninang? Feli's in London, and she's coming home in a few months, and then we're getting married. Of course, I'll be your ninang. Nag-dinner kami sa Rockwell. Dahil malapit sa Rockwell, it was only mga 9:30, 10 o'clock. Sabi niya, where do the kids go nowadays? Sabi ko, naku, Rockwell area. Orange. I'll take you to one place, Orange. Orange was only 2 kilometers away from Rockwell. Nasa lang yun, Makati Avenue lang eh. Alas 10:30 pa lang.
Too early. Just too early.
Too early for Orange. Orange starts mga 2 o'clock eh.
Mga 2, 3. Yeah, that's a peak.
Pagdating namin sa Orange, mga 5 lang ang tao ron. Lahat friendly. So you're dancing. I like this bar. And then may mga lumapit. Nakita siya. You're Attorney Katrina. Attorney Katrina, I love you. Sabay niyakap siya ng mahigpit, bro. Oh, the people here are so friendly.
I love you.
Bakit kaya?
Bakit kaya?
I wonder why.
But they were so friendly. Talagang, Attorney Katrina, group hug. Group hug eh. So we would...
That's where the term started.
That's where the
It's
term
a club term.
started.
Group hug. No,
Yeah.
People don't know that.
Know each other with group
People
hug.
don't know that. Group hug.
Yeah,
came from there.
Even the vibes for the speaker had love vibes. Everything was love eh. So I love you, I love you. No? Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Narinig ko lang.
Okay.
Umuwi. Si Attorney Katrina said, Kim, that was such a beautiful night. Thank you for taking us to that Orange bar.
And the next day,
And then the next day, the back page of the Inquirer, club in Makati raided because of illegal drugs. That was Orange. I'm not saying that people took drugs, but it's allegedly. No, but those were the times.
yes.
And it's good na napagdaanan natin lahat yan. So we can tell our kids.
That's the history of club music.
Yeah.
That's why the
you would-
song that Jet was mentioning make club elements on it. Very, very strong club elements. Very strong.
Because the few times I went to Orange, I was one of those early people. Kasi me and my wife, it's alien to us for a bar to start partying at 2 a.m. Pauwi na, tulog na kami nun eh.
You couldn't understand why.
So, the vibe was different for us. Kasi kami ni Beth, we just like to have a few drinks, ganun. Siyempre, may mga common friends ka makikita. So, okay. Pero ganun, parang halos walang tao. And then you try to stay as late as you can. Then by mga 12, ayan na, nagpapasok ka na sila.
Tapos napupuno.
Biglang parang sanggaling itong mga to. Parang mga kabuti na bigla na lang, diba? And then they have that vibe.
Oh, na I love you vibe.
Yes,
So,
it had a certain energy. That's correct.
So when I wrote the words, sabi ko, yeah, parang I saw you coming in with a certain vibe. And it was from an observer's point of view lang. Because I was not into that scene.
Because you were very objective.
Yeah.
So you saw everything from
Siyempre, it was very interesting to
bystander.
me.
Yeah.
Diba? But
because it's not, it's
hindi ko
new to you.
eksena eh.
Oh,
But,
hindi mo eksena.
you appreciate it for what it is. Diba?
Yeah.
Hence the lyrics of the song.
Ayun.
And it has a very techno vibe to it. The intro yung very electronic.
Makain
Yung
lang
palang
tayo,
history ng
diba?
kanta na yun.
Yeah.
Ganda, but those were beautiful times.
Yes.
Ito, looking back, buti lang na pagdaanan natin lahat.
Yes. Historic.
Yeah, and I can tell my kids what not to do. What to do and what not to do. And alam ko na kung anong ginagawa nila. Alam mo yun. Buti na pagdaanan natin yan eh.
Si Bim dati, yung panahon na yun sa Adonis yun.
Adonis!
Kung hindi sa
Ano ba
orange.
yung Adonis na yan? Ano ba yan?
May orange din ba doon? Orange juice.
Ikaw, masasagot mo yun.
So, the Don, ano mga...
Adonis.
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 The Donis.
O nga, no, the Don. Pwede ka sa Cool Pals.
Doon ka na lang.
Ang tawag ng Cool Pals dyan, bakal.
Bakal.
Ano yun ba? Huminit si si Muman yata. Ay, hindi no, si ano. Anyway, bakal yan. Ano yung bakal? Kabaklaan daw, bakal. Adonis. Anyway,
Anyway.
what's the Don up to nowadays? Anong mga plano niya?
Well, yun nga, ano?
In a month, anong plano na Don? What are they to look out for? What are they?
A new song. A new song is a collaboration.
A collaboration with who?
With a very popular, I guess he's a Gen Z artist. No?
Gen Z artist yan.
So, I guess di ko muna babanggitin.
Hindi mo na babanggitin sa pangalang?
Sa pangalang, ano ba? Justin Bieber. Hindi namin
Pero sikat yan.
Baka lang ma-preempt. We're recording
Baka ma-preempt.
tomorrow.
Tom Jones.
What's the song going to sound like? Anong tunog?
Medyo punk na...
Punk, yes.
Uy!
Oh, punk. Pero yung hindi classic punk yung
may pagka-Gang of Four.
pero medyo
Cure-ish,
Monkeys.
Yeah.
Parang ganun yung
May
direction ng
pagka-gangsta,
song na
ganyan.
yan.
No.
Hindi naman. Exciting yan, ha? It's very on the Don.
Well, it also we're also channeling that sound from again the 80s, di ba? Like Sancho said, you know, it's miikot lang yung tunog eh. So it's also influenced by that. But the guy we're collabing with, of course, has that now sound, that now, you know.
Uy, exciting. Babae, lalaki?
Lalaki.
Okay. Pero Gen Z siya.
I would think so, yes.
Gen Z yan.
Gen Z.
James, kwento sa akin mamaya, James, ha? What inspires the Don to go on?
Money.
Without batting an eyelash, no, man.
Yep.
Money's good.
Yeah.
But money's neutral, eh.
Di ba?
You can use it for good, you can use it for bad.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yeah. I use it for good. I don't know about him, but di ba?
Is there big money to be made nowadays?
Well, it's encouraging. Ganun na lang. No? Because I have to put it in context. In context of our band, we see a lot of very popular bands out there, and you know they're making a killing. But for the Don to still be here, you know, and put money on the table, or I mean, you know, put food on the table, so to speak, di ba?
Support the family.
Support the
Pamilya
family.
na tayo ngayon.
It's a big thing.
Of course.
Because, you know, this is a 39-year-old outfit band, no? So, yung music namin tinatanggap pa rin, and I think one of the strengths of the band is we can play anywhere.
Yes.
We can do a 70s bistro and then go to Baliwag, Bulacan the next day to play for a fiesta, and then do a wedding the next day after that, or a
Sometimes
debut.
private birthday parties.
Then a corporate
that.
gig, you know.
Yeah.
Hindi namin tinatanggihan yun. We tailor fit our set list to accommodate, you know, different ears. But of course, pag kinuha ka naman ng mga clients na yan, they're after you.
Di ba
Also, they're
tumugtog ka
after your
sa
sound.
birthday
then.
party ni Robbie Santos sa
Yes.
Dumaguete?
Yes.
Hindi tayo
Yes.
nag-abot, eh. I was there the next day. But you
I
played
think
the next
they're on the third.
on the third day. That was like a 4-day party.
Kasabay namin yung
Matindi.
Incognito.
Incognito.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And Between Escalante was there, South Border. Yun yung gabi namin.
Yung 80s night, eh.
Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, it beats 9 to 5 pa rin, if you ask me. I mean,
Very nice.
yeah.
And the music itself, I guess. I mean, I think it's always interesting to try. Paano kasi yung The Don, I think from day one, lagi nag-experiment with different, you know, hindi yung rock, also style Led Zepp. No, not style Led Zepp, dahil Led Zepp's marami variation. But, you know, generally when you say rock band, ito lang, isang tunog lang, a couple of different colors if you like. Pero first album pa lang, ang dami ng iba-ibang genre na pinupuntahan. I mean, I think kids now, they say, how do you classify your music? Oh, we don't like to classify it. Ganyan. I think we were, well, especially them, sila ni Junboy and Jet and Teddy, and they were, I do believe, one of the first locally to have license to say we can't distill it into one singular, a rock band, fine. Pero yung different approaches kasi because and we all are like, why don't we try this approach? Sige, paglaruan natin. So it's always interesting for us. Even yung old songs, i-reinvent ng konti. So it's also that because yung music is an never-ending thing. Even if the song's been recorded, you've played it thousands of times. There's always something new to find within it. Na maybe we can ito parang medyo mas exciting yung part na to.
It's a fine art, no?
Yeah.
And art evolves, depending on.
It's alive. It's not a museum thing na titingnan lang ng tao. I mean, I think people are sometimes listen to the Dawn for nostalgic reasons, but I don't think we approach music like that. Na kailangan kung ano yung eksaktong tunog nung because we are not.
That's the reason why you're still relevant. Because you adapt to the times, no? To Gen Z times.
And like what Jet said, we do put our ears to the ground, and lahat ng music interests us, lahat. Walang pangit except yung Tiffany. Then actually that's still a good song.
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Guard.
My Way. Maganda yun. My Way naman maganda yun
Yeah.
Ulit-ulit lang ng 10 million times kaya medyo nagsawa tayo. Pero maganda yun
Saka maraming nag-away na ron Kaya,
diba?
Maraming na tabloid headlines dahil sa My Way.
If you were to use one word to describe the Dawn, what would that word be? Before we close. One word. Bim.
Cute.
Ano yun?
Cute.
So yung mga nakikinig po sa podcast na to, next week po wala po si Bim.
May edit naman to kaya
Actually, paki-edit out yung mga sagot ni Bim lahat para walang ebidensya.
Tahimik na.
One word.
Driven.
Yeah.
For me, resilient.
Well, they go together. You're driven because you're resilient.
Yeah.
And you're resilient because you're driven, di ba?
Yeah.
Galing.
Nice.
Both ways.
There we go.
Guys, thank you for again. It's an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tapos na.
Tapos na. Actually, pwede pa.
Hinintay pa namin yung pizza
Pasensya ka na delay.
And by the way, araw-araw kami ng mga magulang ko nunod ng TikTok lock.
Ay, naku, thank you.
Every day.
Thank you, ha?
Kanina, you were watching an episode.
Sama ko si Pokwang dyan
Yeah. Then I told my mom, guest kami. Kailan? Map.
Don't tell your mom she's welcome to watch us live.
Oh.
Yeah. She'll be my special guest. Doon siya sa audience and then
Sige,
I'll take care of her.
I'll
Yeah.
Nainggit ka na naman.
Oo nga, gusto ko rin
Pwede ka rin.
Okay.
Ito,
Pizza.
sige mo entrance to.
And then James, thank you also. When James called me and said,
Hi, babe.
The Dawn is available for guesting. Sabi ko, James, ano mo agad? I'm so happy nga na natuloy ito
Well, thank you to you and to your production team.
Paano
Sa the Ano Ba Talaga team. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Guys,
It's an honor.
maraming salamat.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Teka muna, last plug. What's your most immediate thing that you want them to watch? You have a gig?
Well, when is this coming out ba?
In a week.
In a week, no? So, in September, basta ano na lang.
September. What's up
Hindi ko
for September?
memorized punta na lang po kayo sa The Dawn Philippines on Facebook or our The Dawn PH on Instagram. We always post our gig skeds there. So, hope to
The
see
Dawn
you.
Philippines.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about social media. Pwede silang pumunta lang doon
Yes.
Dati tatawag ka ng telepono. Tapos alamin mo yung schedule
It will
Exactly.
probably see you sooner than later, yung mga nakikinig dahil, we have our gigs kaya tapos maya may dagdag. So,
But Spotify's good because Spotify's the new FM.
Yeah.
So they'll be singing your song, they'll be listening to your songs in Spotify, and then pag nabato ang tao sa kanta, lilipat ng podcast.
Yeah.
Kaya buhay na buhay ang podcast because of it's the new FM.
platform, the
New
approach,
platform.
no?
Yeah.
Galing.
Yeah, because lahat sila, yung mga songs nila naka-Spotify, nandun ang podcast. So,
Nice.
malamang-lamang, nang nakikinig ng The Dawn, pakikinggan tong podcast.
So, you won't hear this anywhere but Spotify.
Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
It's in all platforms, but we are co-sponsored by Spotify.
Right.
So this studio is a Spotify studio.
oh.
Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. Maraming
Thank
maraming
you.
salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Applause. Thank you. Isang malaking karangalan na kasama natin ang Dodon. Thank you very much for joining us dito sa Ano Ba Talaga with Kuya Kim. This is brought to you by the Pod Network and Spotify Philippines. If you liked this podcast, lagyan niyo po ng 5 stars yung rating natin. And please press the notification button para pag meron kaming bagong podcast, nandun na naman at maririnig na naman ninyo. Maraming salamat. I love you all and I'll see you soon. Thank you po.
Bye.
Bye.
The Pod Network Entertainment. The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.